Okay, hello. So today in this lecture and in the upcoming series of lectures, I'm going to start the different chapters, topics, and in class 11 chemistry. And in most cases, what I will do, I will clear some concepts, and each chapter I have divided into different subtopics. Okay, and it will be a complete series. Okay, let's say for each of the chapter I have different videos, and those, if you cover all those video lectures, you will get the complete idea of that particular chapter. Okay, and that will be as a list. Okay, now today and in upcoming lectures also, what I will do, I will cover each of the each of the concepts and the chapters which are the present in your class 11. Okay, that is starting with the basic concepts, then atomic structure, then move into your chemical bonding, then thermodynamics, then chemical equilibrium, ionic equilibrium, inorganic elements. Okay, then redox reactions, then organic hydrocarbons are there, nomenclatures are there. Okay, so one by one. Okay, I will follow and with the lectures and divide into different videos. Okay, and the whole all the videos will complete a particular chapter and a different chapter. So starting on from today, we will do what the we will learn about the basic concepts of the chemistry, which is in the first chapter of your class 11 curriculum. Now, many of you are from ICSC and CBSE 10 and class 10 has a secondary exam have completed. So you have already learned the few basic things about chemistry, like mole concepts. You have already learned. Then you have learned about the formula, your formula weight. Then how empirical formula, molecular formula about okay, atomic mass concept, molar mass concept. This you guys already know. You know how to balance the equation. Okay. So these things, what I will do, I will try to skip. Okay, because these things you already know. Just what I will do in different, I will discuss different problems. Okay, problems so that it can be it will be recapitulated also, and at the same time the problems you will encounter in your class 11 board examination, that also will be covered. So most of the times I will not spend in this chapter. Okay, but what I will go through is a few important things which you have not learned yet. Number one. Number two, I will try to later on this in this series, the last few lectures, what you will encounter different numerical lecture videos. Okay. So in that case, I will discuss different numerical problems. Okay. And that will help you to understand the particular, and that will recapitulate you the different concepts, mole concepts, empirical formula, molecular formula, atomic mass, molar mass. Okay, and that will also help you to perform and to understand the numerical problems as well as the conceptual problems which you will encounter during your board examination. Now, starting with the basic thing. Okay, let's talk about matter. Matter. Now, what is matter? If it say, hmm. So matter is a something. Okay, it's something which occupies a space. Okay, which occupies a space. Okay, means let's say this marker, this is a matter. Okay, then it occupies a space, but this matter is composed of different elements itself inside of this matter. Okay, and which can occupy the space and which can be felt by us. Means we can feel the particular matter. Okay, now in periodic table you will encounter different matters. Okay, different matters like, excuse me. Okay, so fetched by us. Now, if I do the classification, that is that the what matters means what type of matters are there. Okay, then if we see physically, means the way we can observe. Okay, the way we can observe is that how you will observe. You can observe a something which is a liquid. You can observe something which is a gas, or you can observe something which is a solid. Okay. So the matter has three states by which we can feel that matter. and that is known as a physical state. Okay, and that is one type of physical classification of a matter. So if you classify a matter, physical classification, what you will get? If I do the physical classification, what you have in case of physical classification? You have number one, solid state, number two, liquid state, and number three, gaseous state. Okay, these three states you will observe for a particular matter. Now, instead of these three, we have already learned, but in a small idea in class 9, that you have other two states also for a matter. Number one, which is a plasma state, and number two is Bose-Einstein condensate. Okay, these two you have already learned. Okay, so plasma state and Bose-Einstein condensate. Okay, but these three, which is solid, liquid, and gaseous, these three are the fundamental states of the of a matter. Now, this you will learn this three. Where you will learn this gaseous state is in your class 11 syllabus. Solid state is in your class 12 syllabus, and liquid is partly is in gaseous state, end of the gaseous state, and partly in the class 12. So these three states are very important and it's the fundamental states of matter. Another point I want to mention here, these three is the fundamental state, and another thing is that here only the matter we can observe in this universe at normal temperature is in these three forms. And if you see that the laws there which defines the physical laws, there are several physical laws of this universe. Okay, like in thermodynamics, heat, temperature concept. Okay, and if you talk about the macro body, okay, means a body which is a macroscopic, okay, and you can talk about his atoms and molecule, which is a microscopic view. So a body can be in a microscopic viewpoint and think you can body think in a microscopic viewpoint. Now both viewpoint, if you talk about the macroscopic viewpoint, is basically defined by these three states. Okay, so whenever from now you will encounter a macroscopic viewpoint of a body where you will apply different laws of the physical laws of the universe, you will encounter these three systems. That's why these three systems are very important systems. Okay. Okay. So this is a physical classification. Now, if we talk about the chemical classification in terms of chemical, if we talk about, okay, that means, okay, classification. That means what is the molecule, what is the elements are present in terms of chemical. Okay, means what is its internal structures composed of internal compositions. Okay, like we are internally composed by the cells, carbohydrate, protein, fat. Like this, for a matter, if you classify, okay, then how it can be classified. Okay. Now, this chemical classification, the matter can be either pure, either it can be pure or it can be mixed, right? If we talk about, it can be pure substance or it can be mixture. There's two possibilities is there. Either it is pure itself, let's say all carbon, or it can be mixture of carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, okay, or any three, four elements. Okay. Acha. Now this pure substance we can classify into two parts. Okay. Number one is elements. Okay. And number two, compounds. Number two, compounds. Okay. Number one, element, and number two is the compound. These elements are those elements which is seen in the periodic table. Hmm. And this is elements. And how would you define element? Elements is consist of only single atoms. Single atom. And what is a compound? Compound is basically a collection of atoms. Okay. Now you will say that a compound is also a mixture, right? But compounds have single property. that compound, if you combine the two elements, that will show a single property. Where a mixture, if you have mixture, you have collection of compounds, and each of the compounds will show different properties. Hmm? Okay. Now, elements and the compounds. Now, these elements, if you classify, I don't know if you can see this periodic table or not. Let me check. Okay. Acha. Hmm. Now, if you see, this is a periodic table of the elements. I don't know you will able to there. Anyway, you have in your book periodic table. So this periodic table, you find there are the many elements are there. Few of them are known as metals. Few of them are known as non-metals, and rest are known as metalloids. Okay, metalloids. Okay, and if I classify this, then elements are three types. Number one, metal. Number two, non-metal. Okay, and number three, metalloids. Okay, what are the metalloids? Metals, you know, metals are solids at room temperature, high density, possess luster, good conductors of heat and both electricity. Okay, non-metals, they are brittle, they are usually they poor conductors of heat and electricity. Okay, and what are the metalloids? Metalloids are those which has characteristics of both metal and non-metal. Awesome. Now, this classification is basic. Okay. Now, if I talk about what about the compounds? Okay. Compounds, based on the nature of the element, you can classify the compounds two types. Number one is inorganic, and number two is organic. You can classify in these two, organic and inorganic. Okay. Acha. Now, mixture. This mixture can be two types. Let's say if you have a mixture of A and B, let's say you have compound A, compound B. Now, if you have a mixture where all A's are there, okay, all A's are there, okay, these mixtures and all A's are there, or let's say, okay, let's redefine in this way. Be clear now. Let's say you have A, B, C. These three together you have a mixture. Now, if these three are in same ratio, this is let's say 1, 1, 1 or 2, 2, 2. Okay, same ratio means their compositions in the mixture is uniform. That is known as a homogeneous mixture. Okay, homogeneous mixture. And where you have uniform compositions. And if you have, let's say, they are different. Let's say you have 2, 3, 5 like this way in homo. So that is known as the heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture. So this way you can classify the matter in terms of chemical classification. Okay. So this is very basic and this is everyone knows. So it's very easy to understand also. Acha. So if we talk about now matter, chemical classification is done and as well as the physical classification of it done. Now in class 11 and class 12, all the chemistry syllabus, what you have, curriculum you have, you will encounter these all things. Substances, element, metal, non-metal, metalloids, inorganic chemistry is there, organic chemistry is there, mixtures in many cases you will encounter homogeneous mixtures, heterogeneous mixtures. Okay, many things will be there. Okay, and as I said also that physical properties, which are the gaseous state, liquid state, and solid state you will encounter. So these things you will encounter in this whole class 11 to 12 syllabus. Okay, see, think in this way that this that chapter, which is a basic concept of chemistry, these actually tells you about the uh, means it gives you a view, okay, and a glance, or I would say a bit spoiler about what you are going to learn in next 2 years, okay, and what is basically the chemistry is. Acha. So before going to that, just I have introduced one term, which is macroscopic state and microscopic state. How will you define that macroscopic versus microscopic state? That is a very important thing. You have to define the microscopic state versus macroscopic state. Okay. Now, if we talk about that macro and micro, if we talk about these two, okay. So, in terms of what we can define these two states, if we think about, there's several things are there, but most fundamental way we can define these two is by length scale. Okay, by length scale you can define. And what is this length scale? Okay, length scale is basically a scale. Okay, where you define different or different sizes by using different units. Okay. Let me write this, and this is very important because you have to understand this length scale because you will encounter this length scale in say all the chapters in chemistry 11, 12 you will. Okay? Now let's say this is of a length 1 meter. Okay, this is the length 1 meter. So if I define this one is 1 kilometer, km. So that is basically 10 to the power minus 3 meter. Okay, this is 1 meter, right? So 1 kilometer 10 to the 10 to the minus 3 meter. Mm, okay, 10 to the power minus 3 meter. That's fine. Hmm. Acha. So 10 to the minus 3 meter, fine. Now, if I define here 1 centimeter, okay, 1 centimeter. Hmm. So 1 centimeter is basically 10 to the power 10 square meter, right? Hmm. Okay, acha. 1 millimeter is no, something is wrong. Acha. 1 millimeter is basically 10 cube meter. Okay, acha. Now, beyond this, what you will do? You get smaller. Let's say you are going to the micro range. Okay, you are going to the micro range. If I talk about so one mm, one angstrom is basically 10 to the power minus 8 meter. Okay, one angstrom is 10 to the power minus 8 meter. Acha. One picometer is basically 10 to the power minus 12 meter. Hmm. Okay. One femtometer is 10 to the power minus 15 meter. Okay, and one attometer is 10 to the power minus 18 meter. Okay, so this is the length scale in the microscopic length scale. Microscopic length scale. Okay, let's think from here. Acha, microscopic length scale. Now, so this is the atomic scale you talk about. Hmm? Okay, excuse. Okay, now this is a microscopic length scale. Okay, and in atomic level, if we talk about these atoms exist in this length scale. Just give you a small hint. Angstrom is basically the bond length, defined as a bond length. Angstrom, okay, picometer, okay, and another I missed here. is 1 nanometer is basically 10 to the power minus 9 meter. Okay. So here is basically this will be the micro scale and here will be the macro scale. Okay. This is a larger part and this is a smaller part. So this is the length scale we talk about. Okay. So this nanometer, this angstrom nanometer, these are bond lengths are defined over there. Talk about the picometer, more atomic scale we talk about. Femtometer. Femtometer is basically this 10 to the minus 15 a unit. This is basically the diameter of a nucleus. Atometer. Atometer 10 to the minus 18 is the diameter of an electron. So these are the microscopic length scale if you go to the atomic level. So these things you need to know and you will encounter in different numerical problems also and in your concept also. Okay. So now classification is done, length scale is done, macro scale, micro scale is done in terms of size. Now, if we talk about what is chemistry then, okay, what is chemistry then? Hmm? Okay, a chemistry is basically nothing but you have a several classification, several compounds, sorry, several elements you have, and those elements in periodic table. Okay, periodic table is basically a, I would say, a list of the elements, and that list has your what is that called? Atomic masses, atomic weight, and atomic numbers. Okay, these few are the significant figures. Okay, which an element has, and that you would say its date of birth, or I would say what is its age. These all things, list kind of. If you use that list in chemistry, if you class think that those elements has very beautiful physical properties, very beautiful chemical properties, those elements can combine with other elements and make beautiful compounds. This is chemistry. So basically, nothing but chemistry is basically a combination of those elements and the classification of those elements and different physical and chemical properties. These all is a chemistry. What is the application of this thing? You might say because every element in this, everything in this earth, from cell to sun, everywhere these elements exist. Okay, and everywhere these elements performs the combination with each other. Okay, and if you understand chemistry, so this journey from a cell, or I would say a atom nucleus to the sun, okay, this journey will be very easy for you. Okay, and you will learn in, okay. Now let's start step by step. First, let's talk about the combinations. Okay, combinations means, let's say you have series of elements and they combine with each other. I don't want to use the reaction word here. Combine with each other. Now how they will combine? Right? They cannot combine directly. Directly means randomly. So their combination, if I talk about, let's say you have element A and you have element B, and they will combine. They will combine definitely. And how they will combine? They will combine by following some combination rules. Okay. Now, how this combination rule came? What people did that time? This I'm talking about, let's say 1700th century or 1600th century. That time, the chemists particularly, they didn't have anything. They didn't have and nothing they had. Okay, they might have some burner and some chemicals. They didn't know their formula also. Just they don't know this is the combination. These elements are present in that chemical. That time they saw different experiments and what they know, they were very good in understanding the physical properties and they related those physical properties and with the chemical properties of those elements. They saw they had different observations in different chemical experiments like hydrogen oxygen forming water, simple carbon hydrogen forming methane. These experiments they performed, and based on these experiments, they made some combination laws. Now they reform their statement that elements follows this combination laws to perform the process, that is the chemical process. Hmm? And these laws are called the laws of chemical combination. Laws of chemical combination. Hmm. Okay. Now, these chemical combination composition, many laws are there. Okay. But we have selected few which is there in your syllabus. And the most important feature of these laws are they have huge number of exceptions because you see think about they are made in 1600 century or 1700 17th century that time. So obviously, due to the modernization, okay, these laws changes. Okay, because more you learn about the elements, more you learn about the combinations, more you will get the exceptions. And chemistry is a subject of exceptions. So these laws, what I will discuss next video is yes, it is valid for few reactions, but most of the cases you will find it out there are a huge number of exceptions. But what you have to do here, you have to learn this law, you have to do explain this law, and mostly you have to few perform numerical examples of this law. Okay, so in next video I will discuss this. Okay, then I will move into the